Hey everybody, welcome to my living room. Hope you don't mind the sound of my little fake fire going in the background there. It's pretty cold in here, and while it does make a kind of humming noise, I think it does look quite nice and cozy. I always am not sure if I should film in here just because the walls are black and my hair is black, and I feel like my hair and my clothes just get kind of eaten by the background. There's been a few things that I thought were just so good and so helpful the last couple of months that I really wanted to share them with you. This is a favorites video, and I think nearly everything I have to show you is like beauty and skincare stuff. Things that have honestly like changed my life. No, certainly made some huge improvements to my skin and happiness when I look at my face. I've put a cover over the budgies, okay? I've put a cover over the birds, so hopefully they don't make too much noise, but if they do cheep, I'm so sorry. Some of you like the sound of the birds chirping in the background, some of you hate it, so I did cover them up. It is nighttime, so I'm hoping that they'll be quiet. Quiet babies. First I'll start with the skincare stuff and then we'll do beauty. So, when I went to do that trip to Ghent to do the fashion show, I was with a bunch of beautiful people. We spent a lot of time with our makeup off, and I was complaining that I don't like the way my face looks without makeup on it. I've said this so many times, you're all probably utterly sick of hearing it, but I've never in my whole life, even as a child, liked my face. As a child, I was very freckly. You know, you can't really tell now, but I am a ginger. I am a full-on orange-haired, freckly, pasty, white eyelashed ginger. As a child I had a very freckly face. I've still got very freckly arms. It's probably the freckliest bit of me still, and I've never liked it. I know that a lot of people think freckles are cute, like they're angel kisses or something, but I have never liked them my whole life. Anyway, so I've spent many years trying to fade the freckles on my face, and they are almost totally faded, but I think what the result is, because they haven't just disappeared to be white like, you know, like the rest of my body that doesn't have freckles on it, it just left me with this very uneven sort of patchy skin tone, lots and lots of faded freckles. It's hard to explain, but I'm sure if you've seen any of my makeup videos where I've started with a makeup free face, you know what I mean. Not only that, but I have these little bumps all over my face, and I've had them for years and years and years, and I've never been able to figure out what the hell they are, because they're not like pimples, they're not normal spots, you can't squeeze them, there's nothing there, they just piss out with blood. And I think I figured out what they are. I think it might be something called Melia, I don't know. I'd have to go to a dermatologist, but there's no cure for it apparently if that's what it is. The only thing you can do is go to a dermatologist who can temporarily get rid of them, or you can get chemical peels. So basically my makeup free face has always been quite coarse and bumpy and a very uneven skin tone. So anyway, as I was saying, I was having a whinge about this recently when I was away in Belgium with a few friends, and one of my friends suggested that I try this. She said you should get this tomato, and it's from the brand Moly. Do you know, have you heard of Moly? I'd definitely heard of it. I'd always seen their like cute things in the shops. I just assumed that they were kind of expensive because of the fancy packaging, and probably the product wasn't very good, and that really you would just be buying it for the cute packaging. She said you should try this, it helps to lighten up and even out the skin tone, and it's just really good for your skin. So I was like, alright. So I went to the shops and I found this one. There was one left. This is called Tomatox from Moly, and it's a little mask, and it's got this sort of nice fresh smell, and it comes with a little, I've been using it as you can see, a little spatula thing inside. You just blast it on your face, rub it in, leave it on for about 10 minutes, wash it off, and my gosh, I have actually noticed a difference. Obviously you can't see right now because I'm covered in makeup as always. Quiet babies! I've used the tomato face mask a few times now, and obviously it's not like cured or something, but it looks noticeably better, and I'm like, oh my gosh, brighter. And not only that, but my whole face just feels softer. My skin isn't peely, it feels firmer, it feels younger. It's so lame, but I honestly I'm very thankful for the tomato, and I mean it is cute, it does look very cute on the shelf. Now I'm just kind of like obsessed with Moly products, and I want all of them. So yes, thanks to my wee friend who recommended me try the Tomatox. It's a wonderful product, it has done great things for my skin. So that is a face mask which has significantly helped to even out my skin tone on my faded freckly face. And while I was there I also picked up these two little Panda products here. Aren't they sweet? And these are also products for evening out the skin tone. This is a hand cream. There's also a Panda you can get for the face. I have actually ordered it, so it will be arriving in the post at some point. A hand cream, again, has a pretty neutral smell. It's quite nice actually, and you only need the tiniest little bit, and it's really Oh, it just soaks in and makes the hands so soft. It's called Panda's Dream White Hand Cream. I've got really freckly hands, maybe you can tell, but they honestly, they look better. I've been using this every day, especially this time of year. I get extremely dry, cracking hands, and that's been a wonderful thing to soothe that. I love the little Panda hand cream, and this little doodad is called a Panda's Dream So Cool Eye Stick. Is a cooling stick which goes around the eyes and reduces eye puff, and it really does. I wake up nearly every day with puffed up eyes, especially today. Oh my god, I thought there was something wrong with me, like my eyeballs looked buried in my eyelids. Fortunately, I had my little Panda stick there, which helped to deflate my eyeballs really quickly. Again, you only need a little bit of it, and it's got this nice cooling, refreshing feel to it. Okay, so I've been using for the last few years like virtually no skincare products except for the one that I make myself, my little sugar olive oil scrub thing, which has been fine. But for those sort of particular issues, that kind of the little bumps all over my face, as some nasty people feel the need to point out to me online, really there was nothing I could do for that. All I've read is that those little bumps are often caused by not exfoliating properly, but I exfoliate so incredibly well, right? So I don't freaking know. I pretty much lost faith in almost all skincare products, but I feel like I've really found some good ones lately. But there was a couple of things I bought in Scotland, and I think this is probably my favorite one, and this is just from Superdrug, right? If you live in the UK, you'll know Superdrug, and this is like Superdrug's own brand. It's called Naturally Radiant Glycolic Overnight Peel. Awakens skin's natural glow, improves skin tone and texture. Honestly, I feel like it must be this. Like, this is kind of like a mask. You just put like a little pea-sized dot of it and put that over your face on a clean face before you go to sleep, and then you wash it off in the morning, and it just feels like a kind of very fine film on the face, right? And it stings a little bit when it goes on, but the idea is that it's kind of like a very, very, very small amount of the same chemical that you get from a chemical peel, I think. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that it's glycolic acid that is used for chemical peels to kind of lift away the old dead skin and reveal the nicer skin underneath. So it's like a very, very mini chemical peel type sort of idea. I'm pretty sure it's this, but the little bumps on my face have almost totally gone. My skin is so much smoother. Maybe it's like a combination of these two things, I don't know, but my face is so much smoother. Like, it has really improved the texture. It's just, I wouldn't tell you about these things unless I thought they were good, okay? And I have honestly seen a difference, and I'm fucking stoked, because I thought that like there was nothing out there. I didn't know what I could do. I exfoliated all the time to try and smoothen out these like little bumps on my face. I did everything I could, I read everything I could, and nothing got rid of them. This seems to be helping, so thank you, Superdrug, you're awesome. And products like this make your skin a little bit more sensitive to the sun, so it suggests wearing a moisturizer or a sunscreen during the day afterwards. And I actually got the little moisturizer that matches this product. Now I'm a little bit obsessed with these Tony Moly products, and I sort of want all of them, not just because they're really cute, but they do just seem to be very good. Now let's move on to beauty. I think probably the most obvious thing, I'll just mention these briefly, as these lenses that I have in right now. These are new ones, and they're so flash. They're called Eurasia, and they come from Pinky Paradise, and this is the color Crystal. They come in 5 different colors. I think these are the most beautiful light lenses I have ever seen. They look kind of otherworldly, a little bit creepy, but not too creepy. I think they're just so, the way they sort of blend in. Most of the white or grey lenses that you get look really fake, which is kind of part of what makes them look so cool. But these ones look kind of natural, and I can't explain why. There's like a little bit of a white sort of haze around the outside of my vision, but apart from that, they are super comfortable. They are so comfortable, and like I said, they come in 5 different colors, but this is obviously, I thought, like the coolest color. I think having like pale eyes just looks so creepy and beautiful. Yeah, so I'll link that below for you if you like. Pinky Paradise is one of the 2 places I shop for lenses. The other thing that's on my eyes, and I have to say thank you to my friend Anne, again from Dublin, Vamp Annie on Instagram, who gave me this palette, right? This is from Lunatic Cosmetics Lab. Just thank you so much again, and seriously, I never get excited about makeup palettes, because personally I prefer to be able to just pick individual colors, you know, and it's very rare that a makeup palette will actually have like all the colors in it that I will actually use. I've never owned anything from Lunatic Cosmetics Lab before, and I mean, first of all, it's cool. It looks like a book, and what I love about this palette is that it's all cool colors. Like, I don't know how well my camera is picking that up, but maybe you can see they're all, you can see also that I've been using it heaps. They're all kind of cool shades, you know, they're not bright, they're not warm, they're cool, okay, does that make sense? I am absolutely friggin' obsessed with this color, this color, this color. Even the yellow could be used to make a nice bruise color, and this is called a contour palette. But my god, it's just, I absolutely love it. I've never liked an eyeshadow palette as much as I like this one. I think I might have used it just about every single day since she gave it to me. And it's got this nice big mirror on it as well, which is good. It's really good quality too. It's really pigmented. I feel like it's going to last quite a long time. Like I said, I've been using it and using it and using it. It still looks more or less untouched. Love it. Whenever I wear makeup that isn't just black or white, like I like to include some kind of like colors like this. Another thing of a similarly beautiful color is this lipstick I have on right now. I have worn it and worn it and worn it and worn it because I think it's perfect. It's like the perfect shade. I don't know if you agree or not, but for me this is like the perfect kind of neutral nude sort of shade. It's got that nice kind of decaying corpse color to it that we all strive for so much. Sorry, it's a bit grubby. It's been in my makeup bag and been in my handbag, and I've been carrying it around every day since I bought it. It is NYX Moonwalker. It's probably the only bullet lipstick that I've really loved, because usually I go for those like liquid to matte lipsticks. So it's one of the NYX Suede collection, and it's this wonderful sort of, what would you call that? Taupe, mauve, greige, I don't know, but it's called Moonwalker, and it is my new favorite lipstick color for daytime. And also I have the matching lip liner, that's the word, matching lip liner. I feel like the lip liner isn't exactly the same shade as the lipstick, but it's as close as you're gonna get, I suppose. I usually don't bother with lip liners because, like I said, I'll go with liquid to matte lipsticks, which tend not to bleed, but with a bullet lipstick I feel like it's better to be safe than sorry. Last beauty item, and this is one of the things I am particularly excited about. Now, a while ago on Instagram I posted saying that I had actually found a foundation the same color as my skin. I couldn't believe it. I nearly passed out in the shop. Or maybe it's like ever so slightly darker, so when I put it on just that, I feel like I look like I've got a bit of a tan or something, just ever so slightly darker. So I usually combine it with a bit of white or use a bit of white to highlight over it. But that foundation that I found, which is more or less the exact color of my skin, which is actually a good foundation too and quite bloody cheap, is this one here from Makeup Revolution. And I'd not owned anything from Makeup Revolution before. This cost £9. Considering that my usual foundation that I have to get costs about £40, £9, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like probably the bottle is not going to last as long as the expensive foundation, but it is so good just for like every day, so that I don't have to use my expensive foundation just to like go out for a couple of hours, that kind of thing. If it's a festival, or if I want my, you know, foundation to be like perfect for hours and hours and hours, I'm sure I'll use the really nice fancy foundation. But just for like every other day, I love this. And it comes on this funny little doodads on the end, so you just kind of blat it all over your face. Gives you like just a nice controllable easy amount. And this is in the shade 0.5, so it's the lightest shade. Makeup Revolution has a bunch of different kinds of foundation. This one is called Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It is pretty thick. I love this and I'm super thankful that it exists. Oh, so there you go. That's the foundation that I have discovered that is a light foundation that is not yellowy. Like, it's quite pink tinged. That's why I like it, because I've got sort of pink tinged. Again, I'm a ginger. I've got sort of pink based paleness going on. I could have passed out in the shop. That is the first time that's ever happened to me in my life. Every single time I've gone into a shop and tested out different foundations, porcelain, ivory, like the palest ones, they'll always look really dark, or they'll look orange or yellow or peach or something on my skin. Nothing is ever the right color, and I could have just hyperventilated and fainted in the shop when I tried out this one. Unbelievable. But I tried this one and I can barely believe it. The other thing that I'm so glad exists that I need to say a massive thank you for, oh my god. So you've heard me talk about the website Kate's Clothing before. It's long been one of my favorite online stores for fashion. They are stockists of Necessary Evil. It's another brand that I absolutely love. I've got heaps of Necessary Evil stuff. You will see me model this in a upcoming video, but this is a coat that has saved my life while I've been traveling because it's quite lightweight but incredibly warm. A fully fleecy lined sort of simple trench coat type of thing. It's got a hood and long sleeves with like I said, when you see me bring out a video about Necessary Evil, you'll see me wearing it. The cuffs have a little hole for your thumb and it's just been so friggin' warm. I'll link that below for you. Like I said, it's lightweight. It was easy to carry around while I was traveling. It was really warm. It's like wearing a blanket. There is really something to be said for trench coats. If you're looking for something that will match anything you're wearing, just a nice, simple but still gothic kind of coat to wear for autumn and winter, this is perfect. Thank you, Necessary Evil. You always hit the nail on coming up with good designs. I love Necessary Evil. It's actually adjustable, so you can like change the shape of it, which I haven't done. I like it to just have this nice long smooth silhouette. I usually will mention like a TV series or some music or something that I think you should listen to, but there's nothing I've discovered recently or that I've really like, you know, nothing that I've like completed, like watched the whole series of or listened to a whole album of or whatever that I can recommend you just yet. So I'm going to ask you if you've got any recommendations for things that I need to see or need to hear. You know, please go ahead and suggest them because I do read your comments and I would like to hear what you think is good. So anyway, yeah, that's my favorites for this month. I hope that maybe that's been a little bit helpful or given you some good suggestions if perhaps you suffer from the same skin issues as myself. And I hope you haven't minded the sound of the birds, even though I've covered them up. They're still going cheep in the background. If you have not already done so, and you jolly well ought to, please subscribe to my channel. Come and join us. You know you want to. And as always, take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye.